Real for the oot. That was how I'm doing it. Real for the crew, and real for the oot. Real for the oot is what I wanna do. Said real for the O and real for the crew, real for the Illuminati, real for you, real for the true, real for the true, real for the line. I'm really climbing the rhyme, clue in the rhyme, and the clue in the time, and the clue in the dollar note, clue in the sign. That's how we're doing it, we do it in signs. That's how we're doing it, we do it in lines. That's how we're doing it, right for the times, right for the right for the times, right for the new and right for the dimes, right for the dollar notes, right for the lines. That's how we're doing it, seeing them signs for the lines on the lives, seeing them signs on the lines. Dollar note times and times of raw. Sniffing them lines on the dollar note times, busting out the rhymes, busting with the grimes, busting with the Elon and the Trump in the rhymes. Trump's the best American president that has ever been, ever seen, ever keen, never mean. It is so true, he's the king of America, and a Trump you go far, in your fancy car, fancy man with your big cigar. You are really doing it, I see you on the live, see you on the real life, see you in the time. You are doing fine, Donald, you are doing line. You are doing proper job and man, you're for the time. Respect $9. Respect $9. Respect $9. Respect $9 in the time, real line, real draw, real ooey no. That is why we're doing it for more. Doing it for the man, them doing it for raw. Doing it for the crew and we're moving it on through. Making it in the game, we're doing it for you. Doing it for all the man, them and the girl, them too. That is why we're doing it and rolling true. Rolling true on the mic, rolling on the level, rolling dice, rolling fries, rolling, do it nice, do it like the rice and pea, do it like the curry go, do it like you're on the boat and like you feel like float, like you feel like floating a boat and like you feel like floating a note and a floating a note and a floating a lane and floating the train and a floating the brain. That's why we're doing it straight from the main, straight from the maintain, straight for the brain, straight for the maintain, brain in the lane. That's why we're doing it, always been fame. Fame in the name, fame in the Illuminati game, it's a claim. Fame in the Illuminati game, it's a claim in the name, and that is why I'm going in the lane. That is why I'm going in straight in the main. That is why I'm going in the main. That's why we're doing it straight soul saying and straight soul fame and straight for the cause, straight for the lords and straight for the draws. That's why we're doing it real for the roars, and real for the crew, real for the people and real for you. That's why we're doing it real so true and the real so crew and the mic. That's what we do. Real so mic, it's true. Real so mic, it's raw. Real so mic, it's on it like a mason on it. That is why we're doing it. We're living on the drive, living in the mind, living in the cope with the grind. That is why we're doing it in the lines. That is why we're doing it and busting through the times, busting through the raw, for the hardcore, for the main, for the masses, for the main line, for the Illuminati core, for the Masonic and soul raw. That is why we're doing it, Baphomet, oh raw, oh raw, oh raw. Raw on the decks, raw on the live, raw in the life, raw in the certain times. That is why we're doing it in the lines with the dollar note dimes and the times. Really running rhymes, really running for the man and for the crew, it's you. Really pulling up and it is true. That is why we're doing it, illuminated crew, illuminated foresight, temple of love. That is what I say in the sight, that is what I say in the lane, that is what I say on the train, that is what I say in the bus to the lane, that's what I'm saying maintain, I'm gonna say maintain brain, maintain for the lane, maintain brain, maintain sane in the lane, maintain sane in the lane, maintain sane in the lane. maintain staying in the lane, maintain staying in the brain, my brain. That's why I'm doing it straight in the lane, straight to maintain and maintain main, maintain main and maintain raw, maintain for the masses and more, maintain for the crew, gonna do, main for the masses, and that's what we do. That's what we do when we're coming in raw, and we're coming in with them 5 by 5. That's what we're doing it 9 by 9. That's what we're doing it 10 by 10, 20 by 11 and 4 by 4. That's what I'm doing it 11 over 8, 11 over 8 and 12 over 4. 1/4 of that and you got a draw. 12 over 5 and 5 over 8 and 9 over 9 and 8 in a dime, 8 in a dime and 9 over 4 and then 7 and 8, and that's what we do. 7 and 8 and 8 equates like that. 7 over the hat with the 8 in the back. Putting a 5 in a rat, putting a 3 in the cat and a 7 in the rat, 3 and a 5 and a 7 and a 4. That's why we're doing it raw, doing it with the mountain and the more. That's why we're doing it real for the crew, real for the 7 8, real for the 7, real for the 8, 9, 10 and 11, real for the 29, 6 and 7. That's why we're doing it real for the oo and real for the crew, real for the oo and real for the crew. I love the mountains too, I love the mountains you, I love the English view, I love the English sights, I love the English sounds, I love the English towns, I love the English brands, I love the English towns. That's how we're doing it, straight in the line, straight in the left and straight in the time. Loving the village life, loving the line, loving the village life, loving the time when we're loving the rhyme, loving the time when the real loving the rhyme. Real on the line and real on the time, and really doing it with the dollar and the dime, dollar and the dime and the time is mine. Doing it real for the time and the line, doing it real for the time and the line, time and the line, time and the line and the sign, time and the line and the line and the sign, and the line and the sign, line and sign and the sign and dime, and that is what we're doing it, real on the line, real on the time, real on the dollar and no time. I need a dollar, no, I need a line. My spliff's just gone right down the drain. It's gone right down the drain, my son. It's gone right down the drain, my son. I've lost a riff, my son. Flew down the back and that was that. I've got to roll up again like that. Like that. That's how we're doing it. Roll so fat and a roll so crew and a roll so raw. Exactly what we do, and you know we pull through. ILLUMINATEd see and drive, ILLUMINATEd crew, ILLUMINATEd doing it best for you. ILLUMINATEd D and ILLUMINATEd do, ILLUMINATEd Jester, ILLUMINATEd crew, ILLUMINATEd from the foresight, ILLUMINATEd ooh. ILLUMINATEd 1, ILLUMINATEd foresight, ILLUMINATEd gun. That's why we're doing it real for the town, real for the town, real for the 9 mil done. That's why we're doing it real for the town, real for the town, real for the 9 mil done. That's why we're doing it real for the sound, real for the sound, real for the 9 mil done. That's why we're doing it real for the crew, real for the oo. That's why we're doing it true. That's why we're doing it real for the oo and real for you, real for the gang and real for the G. That's how we're doing it, Illuminati. That's how we're doing it, Illuminati. That's how we're doing it, Illuminati. Doing it in a dollar note, doing it in the time, doing it in a real rhyme, doing it in a real lesson. That's how we're doing it, real Ecken. That's how we're doing it, real like Tekken, real like MMM with the 4, real like MMM with the force. That's how we're doing it, real with the course, real in the course. I'm real on the lane, real in the right lyric train, right in the right lyric brain, right in the maintain brain, maintaining the same in the lane brain, maintaining the same naughty name with a naughty saying and a naughty crew and a naughty do. That's what we're doing and pulling them through with all of them who, all of them who, with all of them crew, all of them who and all of them Sue, all of them who is the real in the test, and that's why we're rolling the best, that is why we're rolling the test, that is why we're rolling through the test, rolling through the test, you know it's the best, rolling through the test, you know it's the best, rolling the test and you're rolling your test, and you're rolling your test, and you're rolling your best, rolling your best, and you're rolling the test, and you're beating the test, and you're beating it left, beating it right to the centre to the core, and you're beating it even more. That's why you're smoking on the cess, my son, that's why you're smoking the cess, my son, that's why you're smoking the cess, and you're smoking the best, and you smoke no less. That's why you're doing it straight, it's a test. We gotta feel our best, we gotta do our best, we gotta live our best, we gotta say, we gotta test, we got a name and the pain in the game, we got a name and pain in the game, we got real life fame in the name, we got high life in the name, real high life in the name, real high life in the name. ILLUMINATEd name, ILLUMINATEd game, ILLUMINATEd fame. ILLUMINATEd game and the fame. That is why we're rolling through and real for the aim. Real for the aim and the real for the score. Real doing 9 bags, millions or more. Millions or more, and we're doing it. Really on the line, really slewing it. Really never doing it. Really big up in the game. big up in the real life, big up in the name, big up Illuminati crew and big up in the brain, big up the naughty man and Masonic in the lane, big up in the brain and then big up in the lane, big up in the lane and a big up in the brain. That is why we're doing it, we're living in the lane, living in the lane, and it's a lane. That is why we're doing it, really rain. It is not gonna rain today, it is a sunny day, delight. It's a sunny day, no fight. It's a sunny day, no strife. You come round tonight with a knife, I'm gonna give you with a bat. That's what I'm doing, I'm gonna give a clap, I'm giving it back, and I'm giving it raw, and I'm hitting them down to the ceiling, to the floor. That's what I'm doing, hitting them raw when they come through the door. That's why I roll with a 4x4 and then levels, and that was how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it, that's really how we're crewing it. Really ever doing it like raw, really ever doing it like bang, really ever doing it with the clan, really doing it with the man, really doing it with the clan and the man, and that's how we're doing it. Straight in the van, straight in the raw core, straight in the flow, straight in the raw core, straight in the mind, straight in the divine, and that's the time, straight in the divine, the divine's the line, divine's the time. Yo, divine, my pretty lady, oh, I love you so much, baby, oh, my baby, I love you so crazy, I love you, my baby. I love you, my honey bee, my sugar. Love you so much, you just make me quiver. Your love makes me shiver. It's so perfect and I'm so glad you deliver. So glad you deliver with the love and the graces. Make him feel nice in the places. Real Illuminati game and process. That's why we're doing it. We're smoking on the stairs. Blowing through the test, blowing through the test, blowing through the test, and we're doing it the best. Doing it the best. Rolling through the test, and we're doing it the best. That's why we're doing it, we're pushing through the test, pushing through the mastery, we're pushing through recess. That's why we're doing it more and never less. Real for the core, I'm real for the aim, I'm real for the right lyric name, right for the right lyric fame. Illuminati game in the name. Illuminati game in the fame, Illuminati game in the fame in the main, Illuminati game, fame in the main, Illuminati fame in the name, fame in the name and fame in the game, fame for the fortune, fame for the lane. That's what we're doing it, always been saying, to maintain brain, maintain lane, maintain sane, maintain lane. That's what I'm doing it, straight with the lane, straight for the centre and straight for the brain, straight for the line and straight for the main, and straight with the forces, straight for the aim. That's what we're doing it, straight for the lane. Illuminati crew and real for the brain. Illuminati forces doing the aim. That's how we're doing it, who's my main? That's why we're doing it, crew, that's why we're doing it. Real for the who, real for you, and real for the crew. And the bad my story is who we do, and horror for you if you're coming true. That is what I'm saying to you, cause we know the best. We know the best, you don't win the match, you don't win the test. Cause man is the best, and he's must pass my Masonic test. He's the best, and he is my son. I am the best and I am my son. You are the best and you are my son. I know my son. My son has got a gun, better run. You better run from the boy Nathan. You better run when it comes to the done. You don't want to come to the done, my done. I am the done, my son. 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 Better run. I am the Illuminati. Big up the Illuminati. Big up the Illuminati game and the Illuminati fame, the Illuminati main, Illuminati course and Illuminati brain and Illuminati life and Illuminati train in the main, my main, Illuminati train in the main, my main. That's why we're going in straight for the main course, straight for the lane and straight for the rain, straight for the lane and city to the main. That's why we're doing it, real for the fame, real for the glory, real for the aim, real for the glory crew, real for the claim and real for the lane, real for the lyric name, real for the lyric game, real for the lyric fame. That's why we're doing it, main and main for the raw and main for the draw. That's why we're doing it 4x4, 5x5, 7 and 8 and a 9, 7 over 7 and 8 over 4. That is how we're doing it, real for the draw, real for the 9 over 8s and the 4s. That's why we're doing it, real for the roars and real for the crew and the Illuminati. And it's true, my son. You know 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 I don't wanna feel, my son, cause the brand is going round with the drill, my son. My son, you don't wanna mess around, son. You don't wanna mess around tonight with the gun. You don't wanna mess around, you better run. You better run from the boy later on. I'm gonna pull it out, I'm gonna pull it out, stick it in your mouth with the fun, my son. I'm gonna stick it in your mouth, my son. I'm gonna stick it in your mouth with the fun, my son. I got a gun, my son. I got a license to thrill, my son. I got a license to thrill and it's real, my son, my son, my son, my son. That is why doing it real with the tongue, real with the flow, real with the lyric, go. Real with the life lyric, yo. NAtEy D. Pulling through with the freestyle, illuminated process. Illuminated core, illuminated raw, illuminated tour, and illuminated raw, illuminated best, and illuminated test, illuminated says, no illuminated mess. Illuminated best for the test, my son. Illuminated best for the test, my son. Illuminated test, enemy run, cause I've got the 9-shooter gun, and we're shooting them blind, shooting them down and shooting them clown. That's why we're doing it, real for the rounds, real for the rounds, and real for the applause, real for the applause and applause, my son. 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 Real for the applause, my son, and real mate, son, and real but go. That's how we're doing it, doing it on the floor. Real on the floor and real on all. Real on the floor and real on the deck. Real on the mic and real on the set. Real better know and real better bet. Real better bet, we've got a real set. Real better bet and real better know and real better lyrics and real better soul. That's how we're doing it now for the roll. Now for the blow and now for the show. That's how we're doing it, live for the line. That's how we're doing it, live for the time. Live for the time and live direct. That's how we're doing it, live for the sec. Live for the sector, live for the raw. That's how we're doing it, roll for the crawl. Roll for the crawl, roll for the domain. Roll for the light, roll for the fame. Right for the fame, hey name. That's how we're doing it, straight in the lane. Straight in the lane, straight to maintain. That's how we're doing it, straight maintain. That's how we're doing it, straight in the lane. Straight maintain. Straight in the lane. Straight in the sane. Straight in the lane. That's what I'm saying. ILLUmInAtEd crew and ILLUmInAtEd best and ILLUmInAtEd do. ILLUmInAtEd, that is what I want to do. What I want to do when I pull through crew. Pull for crew and I pull for raw. Pull for raw and I pull for saw. That's what we're doing it. Real for the raw. Real for the process. Real for the all. Real for the mandate. Real for the crew. Real for the lover and real for you. That's what we're doing it. Real want to do. Real want to do and ILLUmInAtEd do. ILLUmInAtEd crew and ILLUmInAtEd do. That's what I process. That's what we do. This is my personal team baphomet and it's not really what we do. So what they do, but they've got a clue. They know the lights, they know the game, and they know the process. They know the saying, they know the saying, they know the light. They know the light, they don't have no fright. They know the light. They're beating off the dark in the park in the night, and they're beating off the dark in the park in the night. Beating off the dark in the park in the night, and giving them a fright in the night. Beating off the dark in the park in the night, and giving them a fright in the fright in the night. Giving them a fright in the fright in the lane. If they come round straight. People go insane in the rain when they come up dark in the lane, then we're taking them out and we're darkening them up in the park, my son. Darkening them up in the park, in the park, darkening them up with the park in the park. We've got 29 dogs, 29 shooters and 29 hogs. We got a crew and we got the zogs. We got the real crew, we got the hogs. We got the big man, we got the ooters, we got the real them ooters. Real with the ooters, real with the ooters, real with the ooters. Real with the ooh and real for the crew and real for real lyric game, it's true. That's what we're doing and what we're gonna do and we're gonna pull through real damn crew. Real damn me with the real damn name. Real damn name and real damn fame. Real damn lyric book, real damn claim. Real damn lyric book, real damn aim. Real damn lyric book, real book fame. Real book fame in the K, my son. Real book flame in the name, my son. That's how we're doing it, real my son. That's how the boy better run. Boy better coordinate on. That's how we're doing it, real for the life. We're right for the main, right for the main, right for the main, right for the main, maintain. Right for the main, right for the main, maintain. Maintain brain. Maintain brain, maintain sane in the lane, my son. That's how we're doing it, real in the lane and real in the life and real in the name. Real in the name and the truth in the game and the truth in the lyrics and the truth in the fame. That's how we're doing it, real for the lane. That's how we're doing it, real for the core, real for the lyrics and real for the center and real for the more. And we're doing it raw, doing it real for the live and the drive. Doing it real on the live and the drive. Doing it real on the live and the drive. And that's how we're doing it, real on the life, real on the set and real on the deck. Real on the life and the lyric set. Real lyric set. Real lyrics get. That's what we're doing and that's what we're doing. We're pulling in true and we're pulling in true with the crew. It's raw, real for the raw and real for the raw. ILLUmInAtEd core. the process is raw. Raw to the core, freestyling, that is how we're doing it, a million numbers dialing. I've got 1,000 calls a day, my darling. I try and talk to you my best, but I'm busy, darling. Millions of man and they're calling round, asking for a man, for a favour, for a draw. You got a 5 score so I can eat on my plate. That is what they're saying to the NAtEy in the late. Have you got a 5? Have you got a pound? Have you got some pence for the brown? Pence for the drinks, pence for the town. That is what they're saying right now. They want pound, dollar notes and dimes and cars. They want to go far in life and they are doing right. But they gotta not drain man and make the man maintain. Make the man maintain and sane and maintain. Maintain brain, maintain sane, maintain in the lane, maintain in the brain, maintain in the brain, maintain sane, maintain in the brain, maintain lane, maintain for the cause, maintain for the war, maintain wars and maintain cause. Maintain for the wars, maintain for the draws, maintain for the light, maintain for the sight, maintain for the light, maintain light and maintain light and light. That's how we're doing it, light and the right light and the right light in the day and the night, light in the day and the night is right, light in the day and the night is right, light in the night and the day is right, light in the night and day is right. Real in the day and real in the night, ILLUmInAtEd game, ILLUmInAtEd sight, that's how we're doing it, also right, also real and also true, also real and true for the core, that's why we're doing it, also raw and also crude, and you know what we do, and you know so crew, and you know so crew, and you know so crew, oh so crew, and you know so crew, oh so crew, and you know so crew, oh so crew, and you know so crew, that's why we're doing it for you, doing it for gangsters, doing it for you, doing it for the real man, a cuckoo, and a kaja, a kookawa, no on a jar, one on a jar, no one on a jar, no one on a jar, no woman jar, knock a war. That's how we're doing it, real, doing it live, doing it for the thrill and the meal, doing it for the bill, and we're doing it for the get ill. Doing it for the real, doing it for the name, still doing it for the breath and the ill. That's why we still, that's why we're doing it real for the core, real for the sector, live and the raw. We got oozes out there and M16s, real with guns and real big shooters. We got bazookas, we got the ooters, we got bazookas, we got the cars, we got the 12 missile firers out the cars and out in the lane. That's why we're doing it straight for the brain. 12 missile shooters straight in the lane. Then we got them there to maintain. We got the army around to maintain. We got the army around to maintain and maintain brain and the maintain lane, maintain sane and the maintain pain. Maintain pain in the lane, that's why we're doing it real in the lane. Military ILLUmInAtEd fame. Military ILLUmInAtEd game. Real in the life in the lyric name. Real in the life in the game and the real in the life and the real in the fame. Real in the life in the pain and the main. That's why we're doing it straight for the main, straight for the line and straight for the draw, straight for the nAmE and straight for the clause. That's why we're doing it straight for the raws, straight with the process, straight with the flow. That's why we're doing it right now, we all right now, we all right now, yo with the flow. We gotta go, yo. Go. That's what I say and what I wanna do, and I'm pulling it through with the raw them crew with the ooh. That's how we're doing it real with the ooh, real with the ooh, real with the ooh and the crew, real with the ooh and the ooh and the ooh. That's how we're doing it, 2 and the 2, 2 and the 2 and the 2 is 6, 6 and the 6 and the 6 is 6. That's why I'm doing it real for the hits, real for the cause, real for the man damn wars, real for the lyrics, I'm real for the tours, I'm real for the lyric book, real for the fame, real for the lyric book, real for the aim, real for the lyric book, real for the name. That's why I'm doing it straight in the lane, straight in the lane, straight in the lane, maintain brain, maintain sane, maintain lane, maintain brain, maintain lane. That's what I'm saying in the lane. That's what I'm saying, straight to the brain, straight to maintain it, straight in the lane, straight in the brain. I'm full in the brain, I'm going insane, No, I'm not, I'm on the right train. I'm on the right train, on the right path, and on the right path. On the right path, it's gonna be NAtEy. I'm gonna be NAtEy in the bath, NAtEy in the bath, and NAtEy in the lane, and giving the honours and privileges in the game. Privileges and honours and the pins and the badges and the stripes and the purple honour and the name and the grame. And that's why I'm gonna get my honours when I'm going to have a bath later fame. Bath soon fame. Bath soon fame. Get your occulted name and your titles. Getting up the titles in the game, titles up the really lyrics. I got titles in the name, I got titles in the fame. Honor and glory in his name, honor and glory in the king my son, honor and glory in the king my son. That is how we're doing it, son, and that is why you boys better run. You'll mess around with the real Nathan, and I'll touch one, I cannot, and that is what I'm doing. Not in a two, not in a crew, not in I do, not in I do, not in a yes. So not NAtEy test, so not NAtEy best, so not NAtEy, then the rest. Real for the ooh in the crew, real for the Illuminati, sustain ooh. That's why we're doing it. Real for the ooh, real for the ooh, real for the ooh. It's true. That's why we're doing it. Oh so true. Oh so real in the game. It's true. Oh so real in the game. It's raw. Oh so raw and the milk is a test. Oh so making a raw. It's a test. It's the best and never be less. We never been mess, better clear up the mess, gotta clear up the mess. Always clearing up the mess, you see. Always clearing up the mess, you see. That's gone and now clean, you see. That's why we're doing it. Ooh-eh-ee, and ooh-eh-a-gone, and ooh-eh-a-one, and ee-eh-a-twan, ee-eh-a-twan, and in another one. That's why we're doing it. Twan my son, and twan in the one, and my boy my son. Boy my son, boy better gone. Boy my son, ILLUmInAtEd fun, ILLUmInAtEd fun. ILLUmInAtEd way, ILLUmInAtEd lifestyle, ILLUmInAtEd day, ILLUmInAtEd day in the right, ILLUmInAtEd day in the sight, and we make it right, and we make it not rain, glowing through the day, glowing through the day in a night way. Blowing through the day, it's a real nice way, real nights stay, real nights, and I wanna play. I got the Beretta Cheddar, and I wanna play, and I wanna play, and I wanna play today. Playing with the Shatters, and we're playing with Berettas. That is why we're doing it, we're wearing woolly sweaters through the winter, and it is sooner coming. Winter is coming, winter is coming, winter is coming. Family cheer and cherish, family cheer and cherish, and you're having Merry Christmas with your family, and you're gonna miss us. I'll try to be there, but I'll be there in the years to come. Having fun and loving up the rum. Loving like a lifetime, loving through the dream, loving for the lifetime, loving for the queen, loving for the dry mouth, loving for the spleen, loving for the liver and the kidneys is seen, loving for the kidney and the liver's good health. That is what I'm saying, and I'm moving in with stealth, moving in with bombers, and we're moving in with wealth, moving in with ILLUmInAtEd name and the wealth, ILLUmInAtEd name and the wealth and the wealth. That is why I'm doing it, ILLUmInAtEd self. That is why I'm doing it, I'm running out of wealth, feeding poor and feeding hungry, and they want some more. That is where the money goes, I'm not spending it on roads. Spending it on cause, and I'm spending the main. So many hungry bellies to feed, and I am in the train. That is why we're doing best, ILLUmInAtEd name, ILLUmInAtEd fame. ILLUmInAtEd claiming the name. ILLUmInAtEd claiming the fame. ILLUmInAtEd claiming the fame, my brain. ILLUmInAtEd claiming the fame, my son. ILLUmInAtEd claim, ILLUmInAtEd lyrics and ILLUmInAtEd aim, ILLUmInAtEd lyrics and ILLUmInAtEd fame, ILLUmInAtEd drain. That's why we're doing it, real for the main core, real for the lane, real for the hope and real maintain, brain, maintain sane in the lane, maintain sane in the brain, maintain sane in the lane, maintain sane in the lane, my son, real team made in the same, my son, real team made in the same, my son, real team in the main, real chain in the main brain, my son. Real chain in the main, real my son. Real my son got better run. You better run because we've got arms. Because we've got arms and we've got license. License to feel and license to ill. License for real and license to real. License to do it and life for the meal. Life for the meal, I shoot with the wheel. Shoot with the shoot with the nine. Shoot with the nine, I shoot with the line. Shoot with the line, I'm doing the line. I'm doing the line, I'm doing the nine. I'm doing the nine and I'm doing the nine. ILLUmInAtEd time. ILLUminated with the power rolling, pushing through with the molly. ILLUminated crew, we're doing it slowly. Doing it for the rhyme, doing it for the lyric books, doing it for time, doing it for real looks, doing it for mine, doing it for the real center core and the dime. Doing it for the lyrics and we're doing it for the mind. Doing it for the real hardcore insane. Doing it with lyric books and real for the mind. Real for the mind and the real for the flow. Real for the lyric books and real gonna go. Real for the lifestyle, real for the more. Real for the more when we got it going, yo. Real for the more when I'm on the more. In and knocking at a one and then a when I will. That's why we're doing it for crew. Really that's why we're doing it and really doing it. Really we're doing it, ILLUmInAtEd up my son and really NAtEy gotta go my son. NAtEy gotta go my son. NAtEy a boy better run. This boy Nathan, I'm done. Respect to the one, respect to the crew, respect for the ooh is my son, respect for the ooh my son, respect for the crew, do my son. Enough respect, love. Real for the game, real for the lane, real for the main, maintain brain, maintain aim, maintain, say, maintain, up in the right lane, in the right vein, in the right claim, aim, right aim, with the right aim claim, right aim claim, and ILLUmInAtEd aim, ILLUmInAtEd name, ILLUmInAtEd fame. That's what I'm doing, it's real for the main, real for the brain, real for the main, maintain. Real for the maintain, real for the lane, real for the same, real for the tame. That's why we're doing it, straight from the brain, straight for the lane, straight for the ILLUmInAtEd name, ILLUmInAtEd approach and ILLUmInAtEd game. That's what I'm doing it in fame, doing it in the light and I'm doing it in the dark, I'm doing it in the park and I'm doing it light for the course of the main, and that is how we're doing it, right for the lane, right for the lane and right for the cause and right for the lyrics and right for the wars. That's why we're doing it, we're pulling swords. That's why we're doing it, I'm pulling out swords. That's what I'm doing, pulling out swords for the raw. That's what I do, and I do it for crew, and I do it for you, for your safety of you, and I'm coming in through with the shatters, and that is what I'm gonna do. I pull through with the crew, I pull through with the raw. If you see a girl or boy, if I see a girl or boy on the floor, I kick them in raw. Bust their head off with a saw. Bust their head off with a chainsaw, cause I'm raw. You don't hurt the girls, man, them or the women, straight to the core. I'll chuck you in the pit, and you're gonna get hit. Fuck with the boys and girls with the misses, you're gonna end up right in the pit, up right in the lane. Chuck you on the back and you'll never be seen again, rain, my friend. Never be seen, my friend. You'll never be seen, my friend. If I chuck you in the pit, it's the end, my friend. And my friend, when I chuck you in the pit, I mean, you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit if you mess around, son, cause you mess around with the big guns on the mind. Big gun raw on the big gun crew, and the big gun life, and the big gun ooh. That's what I'm doing it, real for the ooh, real for the lyric, real for the crew, real for the masses, and real for the ooh, and real for you, and real for you. And it's real so true, real for the lyric, but real for the ooh, real for the lyric, real for the crew, real for the ooh, and real for the masses, and that is how we're doing it. We're doing it for the lasses, and we're doing it for the class, and we're doing it for the class, and we're doing it for the lass, and we're doing it for the day, we're doing it for the day, and that is what we're doing it, yeah. We're doing it, yeah. We're doing it, yeah. Never gay. Never been gay, no way in the way. I've always been straight in a straight main lane. Straight maintain, maintain brain. That's what I'm doing it, right in the lane. Right along, the person claim. Only person is the claim. That's what I'm doing it, straight for the lane, straight for the brain. Say maintain lane, maintain sane. Maintain lane, better brain, my son. Maintain lane, better aim, my son. Maintain lane, better aim, my son. ILLUmInAtEd and the main son. And the boy got a gun. ILLUmInAtEd way and ILLUmInAtEd raw and ILLUmInAtEd best and ILLUmInAtEd core, ILLUmInAtEd raw and ILLUmInAtEd test. ILLUmInAtEd is the best, my son. That's why we're doing it, real for the run, real for the run, real for the fun, my son. Real for the ILLUmInAtEd crew, my son. Real, my son, real son. That's what we do, and I'm coming with the crew, and we're coming with the crew, and like that you, and like that ooh, in the centre is crew, and that's what we do, and we're pulling it through for the raw for the core, pulling it through for the raw for the core, pulling it through for the raw for the core, pulling it through for the more, putting it through for the more, putting it through for the more, ILLUmInAtEd draw. ILLUmInAtEd draw, ILLUmInAtEd name, ILLUmInAtEd game, ILLUmInAtEd fame in the lane. That's why we're doing it, we're really in the lane. Really with the ears and they're really in the drain. They're in the drain or they're in the rain. That is what we're really doing it. I can't say, but I'm really doing it. Really gonna I'm up and put him in the pit. Put him in the pit, and that is it. Put him in the pit, that is it. We've gotta go, cause I gotta hit. Gotta hit, and I gotta live. Gotta roll, and I got it in control. Got it in the lifestyle, got it in the know. Got it in the real gill grain and the know. Real up in the lane, real up in the lane, real up in the lane, my son. That's what I'm saying, it's real, my son, real son, and we got a gun. We got a tutor, we got a real run, like son, like my son, and real, right son. That's what I'm saying, and real, my son, and real with the draw, and real for the raw, and real for the ooh. That's how we're doing it, real them crew, real them ILLUmInAtEd image and ooh. That's how we're doing it, real for the crew, ILLUmInAtEd image and ooh for the true. That's how we're doing it, real for the ooh, real for the ooh, real for the ooh and the crew, real for the ooh and the crew, my son, real for the ooh and the crew, my son. Real for the ooh in the crew, my son. Real for the ooh in the crew, my son. Real for the ooh in the crew, my son. That's what boy better run. Boy better run and the boy may son. That's what we're doing it. Real for the fun, real for the lane and real with the gun. Real with the shooters and real with the runners and real with the doers and real with the do. That's what we're doing it. Real for the ooh, real for the crew, real for you. That's what we're doing it. Also true, also raw for the game. Real for lyric book, real for the aim. Real for the lyric book, real for the name. Real for the lifestyle, real for the same. Real for the same, real for the maintain, brave, maintain sane, up in the lane, it's that split, my friend, in the lane, it's that split, my friend, oh my god, I got split, my friend, don't go in there, friend, he lost it, got smoked up. It's rolling and it's potent and it's getting through the air, making people laugh, making people stare, making girls take off and that is what they wanna do. They keep coming at me, there's so many ooh with the girl them, ooh with the crew, ooh with the lyric books, ooh with the slew. You know just what we do, ILLUmInAtEd lifestyle, pulling them through. Real with the draw, real for the life, real for the hardcore main. Really doing it masses, real for the lane, real for the aim, real for the aim, maintain. Aim for the main, aim for the main, aim for the main, aim for the main, maintain. Maintain, brain, maintain, lane, maintain, say, maintain, aim better aim, aim better lane, 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 and we're going for a trade. Going in the train, I'm going in fast, some never go last. Come on the train, my friend. We're in the train in the main, my friend. We're in the train in the lane, my friend, my trend. That's what I'm doing until the That's what I'm doing, there'll never be an end. I'm gonna set my trend, I'm gonna set my blend, I'm gonna set my bands, I'm gonna set my crew, I'm gonna set up the lanes for you, my honeybee, I love you, my pretty A, and my perfect V. I'm coming, you'll see. Yo, and he's back in the truck, and he's back with the muck. Back with the muck, and the back with the clock, and the back with the clock, and the back with the clock. Back with the man of what back with the man of us in the back with the man is in the sack, my son. Back with the man is in the sack, I run with the sack, my son. And the satchel in the back and a big backpack with a big back rock and a big backpack, big backpack and a big backpack, and the pack's alive, and the pack's alive, and he's sending his shoes on the drive, sending his shoes on the live, Tupac is live, sending his shoes on the live, the shoes on the live with Tupac, and I gotta find them tonight. I gotta see him live, I gotta see Tupac live in the flesh. It is there in the mesh, it is there in the test. There's a view there. Live in the main, live in the train, live for the real loot name, right for the real fame, right for the real loot name, right loot game in the fame, the name and the straight maintain brain, maintain lane, maintain sane, maintain name in the brain, maintain lane, maintain core. ILLUmInAtEd knowledge and the ILLUmInAtEd raw. ILLUmInAtEd foresight, ILLUmInAtEd 4. ILLUmInAtEd knowledge and the ILLUmInAtEd raw. That is why we're doing it. Also raw. Real for the R, real for the crew, real for the two, real for the one, real got a gun, real better rhyme and real better know, real better lyrics, real better flow, real better know, and boy better know, and the lyrics and real better know, real get to know and get to know this, get to know that and get to know this, get to know that and you never miss. Share for me, my miss. That's what I'm doing in pleasing the kiss, oh miss, oh I like to kiss, and I like to miss. I like the real girls that is hooters, that is hooters. That is hooters. These guys lead them a fruiters. The girls are fine, the girls are mine, the girls are divine, the girls are so fine, the girls are so divine, the girls are so divine in a line, divine in a line, divine in a time. They're so perfect to find their mind, they're so perfect to find their mind. There's some girls that find their mind, run around all the time. My girls so fine, you're so fine and you're divine. You are the one and you are the line, you are the one in the bloodline time, you are the bloodline time in the line, blood time in the line, my son, blood time in the line, my son, blood time in the line, my son, blue mason, and a boy better run, blue in the life and blue in the green and red and the red never seen. That's why we're doing it, oh so green, oh so raw and oh so blue. That's why we're doing it, real for the crew, real for ILLUmInAtEd, real for you. ILLUmInAtEd crew. Big up all the brothers and sisters. NAtEy D live and direct, Grandmaster Alexander. Real on the mic, real on the set, real in the life, yeah. Real in the life, real in the sight, real in the life, real life in the life, my set. Life in the set, boy better get, in the life, my set. Life, my set, life better get, life better get, life better get, life better get, and a better set in the crew. I'm gonna get my set wet, gonna get my set wet all the time, gonna get my set wet with the fine, gonna get my set wet with the dime, wet with the diamond, wet with the dollar, wet with the holder, and wet when they come, wet when they come and see me, son, wet when they come and see me, son, with the run and run and run and run. That is so good on my run, that is so good. I wanna come, I wanna they so fun and they so fun, the ILLUmInAtEd girls, and they better run. They're so good for NAtEy, they're so good for NAtEy, make me feel good. They make me feel good and I'm in the hood. They make me feel so good in the hood. Playing with the toy and playing with the boy and playing with the lyrics and playing with the oil. That's why we're doing it, real on the line and real for the train and real for the O. Real for the O, she just grabbed it, yo. Oh my God, and it was so fine, was so neat and it was so good and it was so hood and it was so real. Was so real with the trill, my son. Was so real with the mill, my son. That's why we're doing it, real right, son. Real, my son, for the fun, my land. That's why we're doing it, real in the done, real in the done, in the done, my son. Real in the done, in the done, my son. Real in the done, in the tongue, my son. Really done in the tongue, my son, my son, my son. Real in the tongue and the dumb, my son. That is how we're doing it, real and on, real and live and real and direct. Then that is how we're doing it, live in the set, and live and direct, live in the name and the real lyric fame, real lyric raw and real lyric game, real lyric forever maintain aim, maintain game, maintain say, maintain lane, maintain brain in the lane, better say, maintain lane, maintain lane in the aim, my son, maintain lane in the aim, my son, lane say. So the more that slips anywhere, son. Ever that father, maybe over here. There was little one. Got a little zoo, and all have a little two. That's what I do when I'm doing it raw, doing it for the life, and we're doing it for the core, doing it for the rain, we're doing it for the raw, doing it for the life, we're doing it on tour. Doing it to maintain, and it's raw, real with a draw. Real with the lane, real with the 4-4, real with the parkour, raw, real with the parkour, gonna go far, real with the parkour, raw, real with the parkour, raw, real with the parkour, raw, gonna go far, raw. Gonna go far like raw. Gonna go far like giant in a while. Gonna go far like giant in a while, in a while, 8 in a while, in a chart, in a one, in a one, in a swan, in a one, in a tongue, my son. 20 in a one, in a one, in a one, in a gun, in a gun, in a tap, in a gun, in a tap, in a one, in a tap, in a gun, in a one, in a one, in a day, son. That's why we're doing it, real for the fun, real for the lyric book, real for the fun, real for the nine, and real, we're really doing it, life for the nut. doing it real for the core and real for the ooh. That's what we're doing it, stick and go, stick and go, we're doing it through. That's what we're doing it crew, doing it real for the life, real for the main, real for the maintain lane, maintain lane, maintain sane, in the right lane, with the right damn train, with the right damn crew, with the right damn ooh. Exactly what we wanna do. Pulling through with the raw damn ooh, pulling through with the raw damn crew, raw damn center and raw damn ooh. You see the ore and the ore is true, and ore is true, and all you gotta do is smoke so you can go. That's what we're doing, and we're doing it through, smoking a cookie, and it's pulling it through, and pulling it through with a cookie. Bit of food with a QQ, Illuminati crew. Said it's IKU, and that's what we do when we smoking the sets, we're smoking it true. That's what we're doing it real for the line, real for the crew, real for the man, nAmE. That's what we're going to medicise and legalize. We get better money and we get better size, get better quality, get better line and get a better business. That's what I'm saying, make it legit. So many businesses would open up legit, so many businesses can open up legit, and so many growers can make their harvest, so many people can do their crops, so many crews can do the lots. There'll be loads of billions and trillions in the pot. There's lots. Marijuana's tops. Best medicine I got. I love it lots. Medicinalize and legalize. They're in the herb in the lane. Best herb in the lane in the end game. Best herb in the lane game. Medicinalize with Cali the lane. There's so many buds, tutti, fruity and lemon buds. That's what I'm saying. They're no crud, they are the best, and they pick the man up to the test. They pick the man up just the best. Just the greenery, it's a test. Just the greenery, it's the best. Just the greenery, it's a mess. It's a mess, my son. That's why we're doing it right with the one with the foresight on, and the foresight ooh. Really doing it ooh for the crew, really doing it ooh for the centre, ooh for the ooh, and real for the true, real for the lyric, real for the ooh, real for the man, then real for the crew, real for Illuminati, real for you. Real for the nutty, real for the crew, real for the ooh, that's what we do. Doing it true, right through for the crew and right for the crew, and really doing it true for the crew, true for the line, true for the you, true for the line, true for the line, true for the line, true for the line, doing it for you, doing it for true, and we're doing it so true, doing it so crew, and we're doing it so real, doing it so raw and raw to the core, and we're doing it more with a 4x4, 5x5, 7/8, 7/8, and a 9/10. That's what I'm doing it over the 11, and that's what I'm doing it 29-10, 29-10, and 11 and 19, and that's the score of 20 on 10, and we're doing it then and then, my friend. That's what we're doing it straight to the end, my friend. That's what we're doing it again and again. That's what I'm doing it, love and end. Love is all you got in the end. Find some love, my friend. Find some love and respect in the ends, and find some love and respect your friends. Respect your friends, respect friends, respect girls in the ends. Respect friends, and real bet cred. You'll get better street cred. You'll get better street cred, and they won't DC in red. If you treat the girls right and the boys respect the said, you will get less beef and crimes, and they will say you're right in the head. That boy's got manners and he is English, and right instead, and I write in the name, and I write in the lane, and real in the UK name, UK blame in the UK rain. That's what we're doing it straight for the lane, straight to maintain, and straight from the brain, straight from the lane and straight for the raw, straight for the lyrics and straight for the core. That's what we're doing it, Illuminati more. Illuminati Centre and Illuminati Core and Illuminati Beats, Illuminati Raw, Illuminati 4x4, my son. That's how we're doing it in the real, my son, and real gonna roll, and real the dough, real with the dough, and real lyric flow. That's why we're doing it real for the dough, real for the line, and real for the core, real for the hardcore, and the main no more, main with the draw, main and the hardcore. That's why we're doing it real for the draw, real for the lyric books, real for the raw, real for the lyric books, real for the core, real for the real stuff, real for the raw, real for the real stuff, real for the ore, real for the real stuff. love, real for the ore. That's what I'm doing it, crew for the line. Crew for the line, I'm doing it in dimes. Doing it in dollar notes, doing it in times. That's what I'm doing it in rhymes. It's only sweetie packet, my son. There's no way to cause a racket, my son. You don't want to cause a racket, my son, for putting out a sweet packet. Raw, my son. That's exclusive, raw, my son. That's exclusive, VIP. That's what I said, and it smokes nicely. That's what I'm saying, and it smokes like a G. And it smokes so nicely, son. That's why I'm doing it. Boy better run, boy better run, boy better run, my son. Boy better run, my son. My son got a gun, and my boy met his son, and boy met his son. We're doing it for fun, doing it for real. We're doing it for fun, doing it live, and we're doing it drain, doing it in the main, straight to maintain, my brain base sane, straight to maintain, the brain base sane, straight to maintain, in the lane, my friend, straight to maintain, in the lane, my friend, straight pain lane, stuck in the drain, my friend. Enough love, yeah, respect. This is NAtEy D for Ace Freestyle Illuminati Trend, my friend. This is called Illuminati Trend, my friend, and I'm setting the trend, my friend. I'm setting the perfect blend, my friend, and I'm soaking up the best blend, my friend. Blend it up and true it up. Blend it up and true it up. That's what we're doing, real better butt. Real butter up and real buttercup, real buttercup and real better lane and real entertain, real better main, real in the life, loot name, real in the life, loot game, real in the life, loot fame, real life, loot tame, never insane, sane in the main, sane in the main, and right in the main, right in the main, right in the main, main raw, main raw, and main for the gore, main for the master, main for the all, main for the all like Madeline Raw. That's what I'm doing, it's straight for the all, Madeline Raw, never in the A, and that's how I'm doing it, and I'm gonna stay. I can do it, I can away, I can John, and I can say, easier sober. EOA, that's what I'm saying in the nAmE. I do this for the A and the 1. I do this for the God and the gun. That's what I'm doing it. Real for the sun, real for the mason, real for the real for the sticky goo, my son. Real for the sticky ooh, my son. Real for the sticky ooh, my son. That's what I'm saying. Real better run, boy better run, and the boy my son, and boy is doing it straight for the fun, straight for the line, and straight for the chords, straight for the girls, and straight for the boys, straight for the man, then straight with the toys, straight with the noise, straight with the better noise. That's what I'm saying, my boys. You're doing well done, boys. You better have respect in the set, respect in the bet, and respect you get. That's what I'm saying. Just respecting you get, respecting you get live on a set. Respecting you get live on a set. Treat the girls better, make them work. Real on the live, real in the fame, real in the name, right lyric name, right lyric game, and right lyric fame, and right lyric true, and right for the main, K main brain, right for the maintain lane, main for the same brain, main for the same, main for the same, main for the same, maintain brain lane in the lane, maintain brain in the lane, my son, maintain brain in the lane, my son, my daughter. That's what I said, my son. Oh, she loves it. Oh, she loves it. Oh, she loves it. Yo, she loves the love. Yo, she loves the cuddles. Yo, she loves the kisses. Yo, she loves the love. Love misses, and I want the kisses, and I love the kisses. Love the misses, love the misses, love the misses. Love the missuses, I'm not just one man. I've got love for a few of them, Stan. That is why I'm doing it, I'm really true, man. Honest to the wife, and I'm gonna pull through for the A. Pull through, big A, living in the A. She is perfect and I wanted to stay. Me and her get married and you see it in the way. Illuminated day. Flowers round the church all over when we get married, honey, you will see. I'm getting married with the honey money, honey bunny, honey with the big booty runnies and the big booty sunnies. My girl's hotter than the hottest and the sun is hotter than the day, and she's hotter than the sun, hotter than the nighttime, hotter in the run. She is saucy, and she is professional. I got professional and I got an actor pro, she's wild. They are so wild, they can maintain his head in the brain, maintain, main lane, maintain, and maintain lit, maintain, real big for the main. Thank you, babe, I love the tame, fuck the vein, I love you, babe, I love the main, I love the main. I love you, babe, I love you, babe, I love you, babe. There's so many of you, I couldn't even say all your names. But I love you so much and I'm writing for the lane. writing for the lane, and the truth up in the brain, live up in the sane, real sector up in the main. That is how we're doing it, really, for the lane, for the hardcore, for the masses. That is how we're doing it with high classes, with the blasters, high masters, with the blasters. Doing it high class with the masters, doing it real with the blasters, doing it real with the pastors and the masters, really doing it, really pushing through with ooey-goo, and we're doing it, really ooey-goo, and it's true and it's doing it. That's why we're live, we've got a brand new suit and better doing it. That's we're doing it live, we're smoking a zoom and doing it live, smoking a roll up and it's magic and it's fine, and I know it's all mine. Dang, that's fine. That's the prettiest damn dance I ever had. Real damn zoo, real damn name, real damn high in the brain, maintain lean, maintain lean in the high, lean in the high in the Jedi one. Only had 3 band and a my, 3 band and a my, and a wonder why, in the wonder why, in the my, in the jai, in the wonder why, in the my, in the jai, and that is why we're doing it, man. When the fly, with drive my son, man when the fly with the driving alive, and driving the lane, and a 3 band lyric and a 3 band brain. That's what we're doing it, straight from the lane, straight to maintain, straight for the main lane, straight for the maintain lane, straight for the maintain brain. Maintain aim for the lane, my son. Maintain aim for the claim, my son, my bun. My bun. Real for the aim and real for the law, real for the cause, real for the man, them real for the odds, real for the real books and the real damn cause, real damn lyrics and the real damn roars and the real damn crew and the real damn roars, real damn lyric and the real damn true and the real damn doing it straight for you, straight for the masses, straight for the crew, straight for the big man, straight for the ooh, straight for the lyric big, straight for the crew. That's what we're doing it, live for the ooh, live for the set, live and direct, live for the set, live and direct. That's what I do and do better. I'm doing it live direct on the set. I'm no bet, you better bet. I'm the best in the set, my friend. I'm the best of the best of the ends. I'm the best of the best of the ends. And my friends, they can run lyric books, write lyric books, and they run for the main, run for lyric books, run for the claim. They run books and run for the aim, run for lyric books, write for the aim. Legal classes, legal frameworks, legal aim. That's what we're doing it, straight for the main, straight for the maintain brain, maintain lane and main for the lane, main for the lane, main for the lane, maintain brain, maintain lane. That's what we're doing it, straight in the frame, straight in the mold, straight in the lane, maintain. That's what we're doing it, straight for the lane in the brain, my friend. That's what we're doing it, right to the end, right for the trend, my friend. Right for the trend, right for the trend, right for the trend, right for the trend, my friend. I'm gonna trend to the end, my friend. I'm gonna trend with the blend, my friend. I'm gonna train with the ends, my friend. I'm training with the ends, my friend. I'm training with the blends, I'm training with the military end, my friend. And my friend, and end, my friend. Love.